Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my second fall DIY of the 2025 fall season. I'm going to put together a fall playlist just like I have a Christmas craftmas list. If you're feeling like watching Christmas crafts, and check out my videos if you're new here and you weren't with me at that time. But we are going to be making a few things. I'm excited about it. It's time. I'm ready to get it done. So really 2.5 things, okay? We are going to be making the Dollar Tree famous Tapestry placemat pillows. When I seen this pattern, I just had to do it. I have made my share of Dollar Tree placemat pillows. However, storing them is a pain. I rather just get the pillow covers and just cover existing pillows that I have. Easy to store. Easy peasy. But these were just too cute. And I'm going to be making these for my bedroom. And I think I'm going to draw out the burgundy color. Okay, when I change my bedding up. And it's going to look so pretty. And I love fall. So yeah, having a touch of fall upstairs would be nice. So I purchased 4 of these because I'm going to be making 2 pillows. Okay. And we are going to be making a lighted maple leaf tree. I'm sure you've seen them. If you ever went to Hobby Lobby, they have them when you walk in. You might have seen them on Amazon. I had one in my Amazon cart. I had one in my Temu cart. They're about 40 bucks. But when I went into Dollar General and I seen these beautiful leaves, I said, I want these on my maple tree. I seen a actual TikTok DIY, not of a tall tree. She made a tabletop tree. And then from there, I started researching, maple leaf tree DIYs. And I've seen that people made tall ones. Like I wanted a 5-foot tall one. And that's what we're going to be making for well under 20 bucks. Don't hold me to it. And then I'm just going to show you. It was so hard for me this year to find pumpkins with the clips. I did not want to pay the Dollar Tree price. And I thought my sisters were standing with me. And when I finally broke down and had to get some, they were all sold out. So I said, oh, people are buying them still, because I'm just not happy with the price increase. But Walmart did not deliver. Usually I can find many pumpkins at Walmart. They did not deliver this year either. So I had no other choice. But I did, when I went to my storage, I did find some fall craft DIY stuff. So I found flowers, I found ribbon, I found the small pumpkins with the picks that I had left over. So I'm going to be okay, because I'm going to be enhancing a garland that I got from Ollie's. I'm going to be adding pumpkins and flowers to it. And that's going to go on the top of my dining room buffet. I'm just going to show you really quick how you can make any pumpkin a clip-on pumpkin, okay? I'm going to try it. I hope it works. And I'm not going to use hot glue to attach the flowers to the garland. You could either do zip ties or paper clips. Like straighten out the paper clip, twist it around the end of the flower, whatever you want, and then twist that around the garland. But I think I'm just going to use zip ties. I have tons of zip ties. I'm the zip tie queen. And that's that. Further ado, we're going to knock these placemat pillows out the way, and then we will proceed to, I don't know if we're going to do the garland first or the maple tree. So let me get myself together. Okay, so first up are the placemat pillows. You can stuff them with whatever you want. I usually take old pillows. Like if I have pillows that are old and I replace them, I keep the old pillows and I usually take them to my storage or put them somewhere up in a closet, because I know I may need filling. Polyfill can be expensive. And when I haven't had old pillows or anything laying around, I just go to Walmart and buy one of their pillows. They used to have pillows for $2.50. They probably raised their prices. So I just get a cheap pillow that's still cheaper than polyfill, and one pillow will make a couple. I use the hot glue method. All right. So I don't sew. I'm a woman of many talents, but your girl does not sew. Let me get some scissors. Okay. Place one placemat face down. The second placemat you're going to place on top of that placemat. Make sure the Hello Fall is going in the same direction. Try to line them up as best as possible, which is going to be difficult because these are irregular. Not one placemat is exactly the same. Get your hot glue. Have your glue sticks ready. I just clipped off just some stringy fabric, and you are going to start by adding hot glue to the edge of the placemat. You can do a little at a time, or because hot glue dries fast, and press. Make sure as you go along that there's no openings, and you are going to continue around the placemat, but you are going to leave an opening because you need to get the stuffing in there. Make sure you have a large enough opening where you can fit your hand in stuffing without stretching it. And you're going to continue to go around the entire placemat until you get to the point where you're going to leave an opening. Okay, and press down. If you want to use clamps, you can use craft clamps if you feel that will help, make sure it's sealed. Keep enough glue sticks handy because you're going to go through a lot of glue. So here I am. That's all I'm going to do. I have my opening, and now we're ready to stuff it. When you stuff it, first things first, make sure you get those corners good. I apologize about the view. I'm not 100% in frame. Stuff it to your liking. I like a full pillow. I had a little opening there. That's why I said you want to make sure, but that was an easy fix. I added glue to it, pressed it down, and I don't anticipate any other issues. And there we go. Once you stuff it and you're happy with how it's stuffed, then you're ready to glue it closed. I add the hot glue, and what I do is I stretch that last area out to flatten it, and then I crimp it down with my hands to seal it. That's how I do the final seal without burning my hands. And you could just massage the pillow, spread out the filling, and there we go. You have a pillow. And just like that, voila, we have a Dollar Tree Tapestry placemat pillow. And off camera, I made the other one. So these are going to be throw pillows for my bed. And I don't know if I'm going to get like a burgundy comforter or what color I'm going to do. But this is going to be for my fall bedding. And these guys were so quick, so easy. Have your hot glue ready. You're going to go through a couple of glue sticks, guys, but these are so cute. I absolutely love them. I used to make them all the time until I just started buying pillow covers because they were easier to store. But the glue will hold up, guys. Don't worry. They're not going to fall apart on you. And if you decide you want to, undo it, you could always cut it. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to preserve part of the placemat, it's easy. You can get it open again. It's not completely permanent, but you don't have to worry about if you were to put this in your living room or make some if you have an enclosed porch. You don't have to worry about it falling apart or opening up on you. They usually hold up pretty well. So that was number one, and so easy. Easy peasy. And I absolutely love them. Okay, guys, I got these clothespins in the Crafted Square section at Dollar Tree. They are tiny, but these pumpkins aren't that big. What we're going to be doing is hot gluing them to the bottom because I want to make my own clamps. I have a few left that had clamps, but these pumpkins do not have clamps. So the clothespin is about as long, but of course the metal clip would be stronger, but this is going to go on a garland that's going to be laying flat. I'm not hanging it, and it should work. So I will be adding them, and then we are going to add them to my garland. Okay, guys, really quick, just add a little bit of hot glue. You don't have to add too much. Press the clothespin, hold it in place for a couple of seconds, and then move on to the next. And I'm just going to do all of these pumpkins. I may or may not use all of them. The garland is only 6 feet long. I will also be adding flowers. So like I said, I may or may not use all of them, but as you can see, it functions just like the metal clamp. So we have all of the pumpkins done, and the flowers, these flowers I found when I went to storage, so I won't actually have to use any of my new flowers that I got. But as you can see, I have a lot of white pumpkins and I have a lot of white flowers because the garland is very orange and yellow, and I want to break some of that up. So all I'm doing is adding the flowers. The flowers I'm going to zip tie to the garland. I'm not going to do hot glue. Pay no mind to this mess of fairy lights. I will be taking the fairy lights off. They're just too long for the 6 feet garland, and I purchased a smaller strand. So I'm just going to add the pumpkins, alternating with flowers, trying to cover any of the chain. This is a chain link garland that I got from Ollie's for $2.99. And for $2.99, it's really full. It's really decent. So we're just clipping and zip tying, and I will show you how it turns out. Okay, guys, here it is. I added the new lights and I placed it in front of my friends. So, I mean, I can see a piece of the chain there. I have some scrap flowers left, so I could easily cover that. These are the critter plates from Dollar Tree. I put them on the Dollar Tree easel. And this is what I did with the $1 dried pampas grass that I got from Dollar General. The burnt orange piece was $3. I absolutely love that. The black feathers I always had in there. So yeah, this is how it turned out, guys. I absolutely love it. This is the top of my dining room buffet cabinet, and I just wanted to put a garland down. I really love fall. I love the colors of fall, and I think that this really elevated this basic store garland. And let me know what you think in the comments. That was quick and easy. If you have pumpkins and you want to clip them to something, this method works fine. These are a little bit on the smaller side, but you can get clothespins in different sizes. Dollar Tree only had this size, but if you go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, you'll be able to find bigger ones from the craft section. And of course, depending on the size of your pumpkins, I don't know that you use an official full-size clothespin, but they have craft clothespins. Michael's even has metal clamps. However, I didn't want to pay $5. This worked. And yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. So we are moving on to the grand finale. We are going to be making the maple leaf tree. I got a whole bunch of leaves, guys. This is not even all of my leaves. I have a whole bunch of leaves. I am feeling the cranberry color. I will be mixing in some other colors because a maple leaf tree is a lot of different colors, guys. So I'll be mixing in some other colors. I went to Hobby Lobby because I needed some brown duct tape. So let me tell you what you're going to need if you want to make your own lighted maple leaf tree. You're going to need a pole of some sort. I have seen it done with the Dollar Tree broomstick. You unscrew the top that has like the handle with the hole in it, like if you wanted to hang the broom up, and that's what you're going to stick the top of your leaf branches in, and then you'll do the sides as you'll see I do. The only thing is, how do you make it stand up? I seen this really crafty diva on TikTok. She was making something else, but she made her own stand, like, you know, a Christmas tree stand. And she did some other like abstract DIYs unrelated to fall. So it can be done if you Google or, you know, go on the platforms that we have, TikTok, Instagram, maybe even Pinterest. But I'm a visual learner. I love videos and see how they did it. But if you use the broomstick, I did not want to use the broomstick. So I was trying to figure out, how am I going to pull this off? If you do the broomstick, you are going to need a thick block of floral foam. You're going to need a flower pot, however, which, you know, whatever you want to use. And you would hot glue the floral foam to the bottom of the flower pot. You would stick the broomstick inside that, fill it with rocks for weight, and then cover that with moss. I didn't want to do that, okay? I don't like moss. It kind of skeeves me out. I just don't like it. And I didn't want a base with just rocks, you know, that wouldn't look right. So I lucked up. Labor Day, I was putting out my fall decor, and my neighbor on the end, she was throwing out some things, but I wasn't paying her no mind. She was cleaning off her patio. I assumed she was having company. I was doing fall decorating. I was doing what I Spy does. Do we really know? And I was going to throw something out in the dumpster, and I see she had left a bed frame with a note, and she had left this floor lamp. And like a light bulb went off. That could be my tree bark for my fall tree. I cut the wire. It had a swing out arm on it that you would screw the light bulb in or whatever. That screwed right off the top. Cut the wire, made sure it was bug free, because she had put it out. It was outside for hours. And I said, ha ha, that is my tree bark. So at first I was going to wrap masking tape around it and then spray paint that brown. But then I got the idea of brown duct tape. And I was at Hobby Lobby today, and I looked at their tree, and it looks like duct tape. Okay, so let me show you that clip and then come right back. Okay guys, we're going to be making a lighted maple leaf tree. I have been looking at them on Amazon, and I also have been looking at this one at Hobby Lobby. It's just not tall enough for me. You see their base, and you see what looks like tape. All right, so we are going to be recreating that. Ours will be taller. This is lighted, and ours will be lighted as well. And theirs is $38.99 with 40% off. I believe this is the one my sister has. She put hers on her front entryway outside. It looks so pretty. So let's go home and create. That looks like they use brown duct tape. So this was $2.99 from Hobby Lobby. So I don't have to do the masking tape and the spray paint, but I will need the brown spray paint, and it's a good match. I will need that to paint the part of the lamp that you're going to see. And really quick, unrelated, while I was in Hobby Lobby, you know, I had to spy around. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. It was $8.99, 40% off. I didn't know it was that much. And in the inside, it says, thankful for you. Okay, so I said I'm getting one, okay? Probably should have got a set of two, but I Spy doesn't care about bows. I do. So that, and then I went down another aisle peeking, and look what I found. The plate. So I'm going to put this plate on one of the Dollar Tree easels, like I have the critters displayed, but it's going to go in my kitchen. Once I organize that corner, it's going to go in that kitchen, and I will be drinking out of my bow mug. Isn't this the absolute cutest? And the plate says, thankful for you. Now back to craft. Okay? Leaves. As you can see from Dollar General, I got these leaves for $1. I also found a whole bunch of leaves from Ollie's. I showed you that in the Ollie's haul. I have them here. These were 99 cents. Okay, I have leaves for days. Okay, leaves. I'm obsessed with the maple leaf. I'm not just lying to you guys. I have so many leaves. This is Leaf City over here. It used to be Pumpkin City. Now it's Leaf City. So you are going to need your leaves. You are going to need your stand. And I'm going to go outside off camera and spray paint the bottom of the floor lamp that will be seen, and then we are going to start wrapping, and we will be attaching the leaves. We'll add lighting, and then we'll be done. This is quick crafting over here. We are quick crafting. Okay guys, it's the next day. It's daytime. I gave it another coat. The brown is lighter. It looks lighter on camera than what it really is, but it's still lighter than I wanted. And also it's a gloss finish, which I knew. I'm not happy with the gloss finish. I want a matte finish, and I also wanted a darker brown, but I don't want to hold this up. I could hand paint it at a later date. We are going to wrap it with duct tape, and we are going to add the leaves. Now you would do the same if you were using like a Dollar Tree a broomstick. I don't know how wide that opening is, so I don't know if you would have to put something, if you want it to stand up a little bit taller. Like I kind of want mine to stand up a little bit taller. But I'm going to put some leaves at the top, and then we're going to add leaves. Try to create, the shape of a tree. I'm going to just wrap these. Maybe I want one leaf up higher than the other. For the top. You see what I'm saying? Like one leaf up higher than the other. And I'm going to wrap these in that position in masking tape. I'm going to wrap them in masking tape, and I'm going to add, let me just make sure it fits. Yeah, it fits. Now don't worry that you could see the masking tape, because we are going to add brown masking tape. And also, these have some flexibility to them, so kind of stretch it out like you're fluffing a Christmas tree. So fluff it out, okay? You could bend them down, fluff it out. I like how this duct tape has, like, it's brown, but it has like red undertones to it. And we're going to stick this inside. I hope I didn't make it too fat. I might have made it too fat. It's not all the way down in there, but we're going to work with it. I don't think it's going to fall out. I'm going to secure it to the pole now. Okay, we're securing it to the pole, and we're ready to start shaping our tree. Now, we got to form a tree. So you see how I like turned these, bend these out so they kind of like stick out? And we're just going to add these now. And again, fluff them out a little bit. These are great. I got these from Dollar General. And first of all, I love the burgundy and the orange. All right, but fluff them out. And then we are going to tape these in place now. Step back from time to time also, guys, just to make sure it's forming the shape that you want. And you could make this as full as you want and add as much leaves as you want. And the colors are yours to choose from. Okay, now we're going to be adding a branch to the front of the tree, and then we're also going to add one to the back of the tree. That's going to create the circumference of a tree. It's coming together. All right, we also placed one towards the back, and we're just going to keep going, adding two more to the sides. And then we will add one to the front and the back. Again, step back periodically just to make sure the shape is forming and coming together how you like it. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to be bothered painting the branches, but where the branches connect with the duct tape, as it comes out, it doesn't look right that it's green. So I'm painting. Just be careful you don't get paint on the leaves. This is something you should do before you form the tree, but I didn't think it would bother me, but it is. So I'm painting not the whole branch, but where it connects with the brown duct tape. It's really, really bothering me. And also do your checks and fill in any bare areas. So I decided to use the masking tape instead of the duct tape. I have this huge roll of masking tape I got from Dollar Tree. I like the texture that the masking tape is giving, where it's almost like a tree bark, if you know what I mean. And instead of spray painting it, I'm going to use the brown craft paint that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to paint the bark. I don't know what you call it. Is it the tree bark? I don't know. But I'm painting it brown. You see me. I had to come inside because the mosquitoes were eating me alive. I thought they were going away. But here we are, guys. And I love how it came out. Here she is. Time to add some lights. I got these fairy lights from Amazon. They're very lightweight. The battery pack is super tiny. I love them. And just adding lights. And here she is. I'm going to go over it again and reshape it some. From me adding the lights, it lost the shape that I liked a little bit. As always, guys, thanks for rocking with your girl. I hope you enjoyed this quick DIY video. The maple tree, the placemat pillows. The garland really wasn't, I don't consider a DIY. It was just a like, take it to the next level, elevate it, and just show you that if you don't have clips, how you can add clips to any pumpkin and use them in any DIY. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for rocking with your girl. Let me know in the comment section which one was your fave, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye from me and my critter family. Take care. Bye-bye.